Hey Scotties, I'm Heidi Jackson, Editor-in-Chief of the Scottie channel. Welcome to G-Town You Know. On today's episode, a GHS junior uses a 3D printer to help out one of his teachers. The Scottie Band performs at our two Glasgow independent elementary schools, and a group of our GHS students travels to Bowling Green for the SOKY Bookfest. The Scottie channel also speaks with GHS senior Kutter Kirk, who will be attending WKU on a music scholarship. But first, we have Will Parocai with the headlines.
Good morning, Scotties. I'm Will Parocai, and these are the headlines. Glasgow freshman Bo Shelton recently took first place at the Cullen Bluegrass Golf Tour event at Mineral Mound State Park. Congrats to Bo as he continues to tear up the lanes. The Scottie Band performed at Highland and South Green Elementaries earlier this week. The Scottie channel has the full story later this episode. Glasgow senior Mariana Bradley broke a school record for long jump Tuesday at Warren East with a leap of 15 feet and 7.5 inches. Congratulations to Mariana on this great accomplishment. GHS freshman English teacher and future library media specialist Morgan Kossel recently took a group of students to the SOKY Bookfest in Bowling Green. A couple Scottie channel reporters attended this event and will have more on this later today. If you haven't heard, Glasgow Independent Schools will be on spring break from April 2nd to April 10th. So be safe, have fun, and try to get some much needed rest. Meanwhile, according to the Courier-Journal, a burger and chicken tenders restaurant called Jagger's is set to open its second location in Louisville. Since the new image and likeness bill has recently passed in Kentucky, our very own Jagger Jones would like a cut of that burger pie. His invoice will be in the mail. Meanwhile, the 94th Annual Academy Awards was held this week, and well, you've probably seen some highlights on social media, like a lot of them, and some memes, and everything. But here at the Scottie channel, we obtained some unaired footage from this event's most viral moment.
Gillette, I love you, bro, but them shorts are way too small. Got to get some pants, bro. Got to get some pants. Bro, Landon Gillette just slapped me, bro.
Keep my shorts name out your mouth. Keep them out your mouth.
Hey, that's got to be the greatest night in Scottie channel history.
Disclaimer, Randy wasn't harmed in the making of that video. He's a football player, and sometimes football players catch a random elbow to the eye during football camp. We can happily report that he's doing just fine. And those are our headlines. See you all next time. Here's another Scottie channel reporter with our next segment.
We are here outside the band room where students practice and prepare for their performances. This past week, the band went to different elementary schools in our district to perform for them. We talked to Mr. Holmes and some of his students about their experiences.
I'm Luke Allen, and I'm here with
Jonathan Holmes.
Mr. Holmes. What do you like performing in front of these little elementary kids?
This is one of the biggest days of the year for us. Our kids look forward to it, and they get to see the smiles on the kids' faces whenever they get to make their music. You know, that's why we perform, is to be able to share it with other people when it comes down to it. And the kids here at South Green and also Highland Elementary are always so excited to see us come in, and it just kind of makes our kids feel a little bit taller whenever they come in the door. The kids are excited to see them and hear them, and we finally get to kind of showcase and share what our students are working so hard to do. Seeing our kids work so hard to learn a musical instrument, and see the joy and reward that it brings to them whenever they get to share the music with other people. That for me, that's one of the biggest accomplishments and things that I look forward to, is just seeing all the hard work that our kids do and see them get to share it with others.
Hey Scotties, I'm Brenna Adwell, and I'm here with
Gabby Houchins,
Megan,
Riley Phillips,
Jalen, Brendan Wilson.
And what do y'all like most about performing at elementary schools?
I think it's really fun to see their faces light up when we're all really used to playing the same things over and over and over again, but it's new for them, so it's really fun to see them so excited about stuff that we play.
It's cool to know that they're looking up to you, and you just kind of feel excited to see them be excited, I guess.
I like inspiring the kids to be able to join band and play an instrument.
I really, really, really like how all the kids, just get excited when we perform.
Mr. Holmes gives us a chance to showcase each individual instrument, and we sort of get to choose our own tune that we think the children will know, and it's exciting to see their reactions when we play.
We are here at SOKY Bookfest in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We talked to some Scotties about their experience. I'm Bailey Birdsell. I'm here with
Jocelyn Davis,
Sophia,
Jack,
Jonah Mansfield,
Miss Castle.
And what is the SOKY Bookfest?
So the SOKY Bookfest is the Southern Kentucky Bookfest that is hosted by the Warren County Public Library in conjunction with Western Kentucky University to bring authors and books to our region for people to learn about, interact with, and hear from.
And then how was your experience at the SOKY Bookfest?
It was magical. So we got to see lots of new books that they had there for sale. Some of the authors were there to sign them and talk about them. We got to listen to some author panels to kind of talk about their craft, how they wrote their novels, why they wrote about what they did, ask lots of questions. We also got to see a presentation by Matt De La Pena, who is a young adult and children's writer, and he read a book to us. He kind of talked about where his characters came from, talked about his family, so that was really fun. Lots of interactive things.
It was really nice. I got to see all different kinds of books and authors. It was a nice experience to be a part of.
So far, it's been a pretty fun experience. We sat in a room and watched an author talk about his books, his life, his experiences that influenced his writing. Currently, we are in a room full of kids, young and old, teachers too. They're buying books, looking at books, trying to figure out what they like here.
It was a lot of fun. I especially liked the Q&As they would do with the authors and how they would take kids' questions and answer them.
Awesome. And do y'all have a favorite author?
My favorite is Cinda Williams-Chima. She's a very fantasy author. I've read a lot of her books.
Courtney Stevens. I liked her personality a lot. She's really nice, and the way that she wrote her books and stuff, that's kind of the books that I read.
Susan Collins. She's one of my favorites. I've read all her books. Court Stevens was my favorite author there. She wrote We Were Kings, just to name one, and I encourage everyone to read that. It is essentially about a girl who is trying to solve a 20-year-old crime and see if the person who was convicted of it really did it.
Awesome. And what was y'all's favorite part about this experience?
I loved being able to hear the authors speak about their experiences and give us tips on how to deal with things we might experience as well.
My favorite part was the author panel that we went to. It was called Young Adult YA Thriller Panel, where there were several authors who had written that, and three of those authors, they were women, were really good friends, and so seeing the dynamic between them, they were very funny and had lots of cool things to say, and so that was my favorite part.
Hey Scotties, I'm Jagger Jones, sports editor of the Scottie Channel. Bo Shelton and Harrison Belcher competed in the Colin Bluegrass Golf Tour event at Mineral Mound State Park. Bo Shelton took home first place and Harrison Belcher placed third in his division. The Scottie and Lady Scottie track teams ran at Greenwood this past Saturday. Cynthia Austin, Micaiah Fogel, Caroline Murphy, and Mariana Bradley won the girls 4x100. Caroline Murphy also won girls high jump and girls 300-meter hurdles.
Hey Scotties, I'm Ashton. I'm here with
Mariana Bradley.
And you recently broke the record for long jump. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel really proud of myself. It's the first year doing it, so I got a long ways to go, but it feels good to break it early in the season.
In esports news, the Rocket League team defeated Woodford County last week. Congrats to Jackson Bauer, Andrew Lee, and Seth Medford on another win. The GHS baseball team opened up the All-A tournament last week on the road with a 15-0 victory over Monroe County. So far this season, senior pitcher Ashton Serwinski has 17 strikeouts and only gave up one earned run in 15 innings pitched. The Scottie and Lady Scottie tennis teams went 2-0 this week with wins against Monroe County and Warren East. The Scottie Channel spoke with Coach Compton and Coach Berry about being undefeated in district play.
How does it feel to be undefeated in district play?
Well, it's been a great year so far. We've won both of our matches in district. We beat Allen County and Monroe County. Luke Harden and Hudson Woody both got wins yesterday against Monroe. And we've only lost twice this year. We lost to South Warren and we lost to Bowling Green. Both of those were 3-2. So we were close in those matches. And I'm just really excited about the rest of this year and really just trying to get as many wins as we can. I think we're going to win a lot of matches, and we've got some players that have a chance at qualifying for the state tournament. So I'm proud of the way that our boys are working. They're working hard. They're out there every day and giving their best effort. So I'm looking for good things to come this year.
I'm Jaden Sewell, and I'm here with
Coach Barry.
Coach Barry. How does it feel to be undefeated in district play?
It's great. Yesterday we had a big win over Monroe County. We have another match today with Warren East, one Thursday with Metcalf, and we all feel really good about those as well. The girls are working hard, and it's paying off. So.
And how do you feel about Eleanor Woody as a leader on the team?
Eleanor is a great leader. She's a great player. She's extremely dedicated to the sport and to her team. She just works hard on and off the court, and it shows.
Hey, Scotties, I'm Mason Lyer, and I'm here with
Eleanor Woody.
And how's the team's overall performance right now in tennis?
I think we're pretty good. We have a few new players, and so we're just playing as a team and getting better as the season goes on.
And what's your favorite thing about tennis?
Probably just getting to travel with all the girls and boys that play. And we make a family as the season goes on, and I just enjoy getting to be a part of that. And even though you play by yourself, just traveling with other people is fun.
According to a staff report from 104 The Score, former Scottie standout Jamari Mack opened his spring season for Lindsey Wilson at an indoor track meet in Lexington, where he placed 5th in the 100-meter dash. Mack is back at it again Saturday in Bowling Green at the WKU Invitational. Until next time, follow GHS Athletics on social media for the latest in Scottie sports news.
Sup, man? Sup, man?
Let's go, Coach.
Wow. What up?
What up, Coach?
Hey, you know the deal, rookie. Start to walking.
I hate being the rookie.
Student Brad Mahung created a cup holder for Mr. Dakin. We asked him a little bit about it. I'm Heidi Jackson, and I'm here with
Brad Mahung.
And what inspired you to make this?
Mr. Dakin, he broke his ankle. And he was complaining about how I have to walk to the fridge and I put the stuff in my pocket and walk all the way back. And I know. I just want to give him a better time with his crutches. So here's the new cup holder design. It's a little bit more modular. So this part screws out just like this. Slowly and steadily. And then you can see that this will attach to the crutches, kind of keep it in place. And this will hold your drink. And right now, we have the base part printing over here on the 3D printer.
And what steps did you take to create it?
Well, I took Dakin's classes, first of all. Then I asked Dakin about what he really needed in his design. Then I consulted Corel for, just some ideas, and then together we created this product.
And what is something that you learned from doing the cup holder?
One thing I learned is that you always have to be open to changing your designs, because with this final piece, it was a little bit too wide on the final designs. We had to shorten it a little bit, but other than that, it worked perfectly. So just be open to making changes.
I'm here with
J.R. Dakin.
And what does it mean to have a student to think about you?
Oh, it means a lot. I'm very appreciative. It's kind of makes you appreciate what you do. When you see, students helping you that you've tried to help, it means a whole lot.
And what skills does he need to create this?
3D modeling skills, knowledge of 3D printing.
I'm here with
Larry Carell.
And did Brad use any techniques from your class?
Yes, I do an additive manufacturing class that he comes down of a morning and does. So he's learning a lot of different techniques as far as 3D printing. I think it's what he wants to do as a major, that is the additive manufacturing.
And what are your plans for after high school?
Well, I plan on taking some engineering courses, specifically in mechanical engineering, so that I can learn how to build stuff like cars, airplanes, ships, whatever moves, really.
And how has Glasgow helped prepare you for your future?
Oh, well, we have Mr. Dakin, who's a really good teacher. And a lot of the STEM programs have helped me to understand the different pathways I can go down. But also just, it's a really good starting place for engineers, I think.
Hey, Scotties, I'm Lita, and I'm here with
Kutter Kirk.
How does it feel to get a scholarship at WKU for music?
It feels pretty good. It was a lot of work trying to get it. I had to go through an audition and an essay process, take a music theory test.
What are you most excited about performing music at WKU?
The thing that I'm excited about most is probably like learning all the history of music, because in order to go into the major that I want to, major in, I have to learn the history of music, like all the different technical musicality of different pieces and whatnot.
What is your favorite memory about music?
My favorite memory would definitely have to be my first performance in a musical, Beauty and the Beast. It was just something about that moment, like right at the end, that made me want to keep going with music.
How did you get into music?
To be honest, I was just kind of thrown into it in 6th grade, and I started with strings, and I was like, oh, I really like playing the violin, but then got put into chorus the second semester, and ever since then I've been in chorus. It was just something about that class and everyone singing and no one really like judging you for singing. It was just nice.
And I'm here with
Miss Shepherd.
How would you describe Kutter as a music student and a person?
Oh my goodness, I cannot put that into words, but if I were to try, Kutter is absolutely the most incredible, most humble, most just selfless, caring individual, just as a student, towards all of his friends and all of his fellow choir students, but just people in general. He's absolutely just one of a kind. But as a music student, he is really intentional about making sure that he is doing everything that he is supposed to be doing correctly. And he has just the sweetest voice. So just love him, and I'm really excited for his future. I have taught him since he was in like the 4th or 5th grade. Yes. So, I mean, he's kind of got a surrogate family member for life with me.
Thanks to everyone who helped out with today's show. Until next time, this is G-Town You Know.
We are here at SOKY Bookfest in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay. Here. How would you word that?
The GHS baseball team. Yep. You're good. Mac is back at it again, and you can just restart the whole part. According to a staff report from 104 The Score, Mac is back at it again on Saturday.